The Paleolithic era spans 99% of human history, defining early human existence. Societies during this period were primarily hunter-gatherer communities. Their spirituality was characterized by animistic beliefs, connecting them to the spirit world. Evidence of this includes cave paintings and elaborate burial rites, reflecting deep spiritual practices. Around 10,000 BCE, a significant societal transformation began to unfold. Humans started constructing large-scale structures, marking a new era in human development. These structures were not residential, but served ceremonial purposes. This development established the initial framework for organized religious practices. Göbekli Tepe is an archaeological site located in southeastern Turkey. It features monumental stone circles, dating back to between 10,000 and 8,000 BCE. These structures were built before the advent of agriculture, pottery, and writing. This predates previously assumed timelines for complex societal organization. The site challenges prior assumptions about the origins and development of religion. It suggests organized religion may have preceded settled communities and agriculture. Göbekli Tepe is an archaeological site of immense historical significance. The absence of permanent village remains suggests it was not a residential settlement. Instead, it functioned as a ceremonial center for ancient hunter-gatherer groups. These groups periodically convened at Göbekli Tepe for various rituals and gatherings. Evidence, including numerous bone fragments, indicates that animal sacrifices were performed. This site provides unique insights into early human ritualistic practices and social organization. Göbekli Tepe features massive T-shaped pillars central to its ancient structures. These pillars are remarkably heavy, with some weighing up to 20 tons. They are adorned with intricate carvings of various animals, showcasing ancient artistry. Stylized human-like arms and hands are also carved into the pillars. These features suggest the pillars represent supernatural entities or deities. Göbekli Tepe is an archaeological site in southeastern Turkey, dating back to the pre-pottery Neolithic period. Its discovery challenged the long-held archaeological assumption about the origins of religion and settlement. Previously, it was believed that religion developed only after humans established permanent settlements. However, Göbekli Tepe revealed monumental religious structures predating permanent villages. This suggests that shared religious practices may have driven the formation of early human communities. Paleolithic Neanderthals engaged in complex burial practices, distinguishing them from earlier hominids. Evidence suggests they interred their dead with specific grave goods, indicating intentionality. These grave goods often included practical items like tools, placed alongside the deceased. Significantly, remnants of flowers have also been found in burial sites. This practice implies an early concern for an existence beyond immediate daily life. Such rituals are considered among the earliest detectable forms of religious or spiritual practice. Archaeological findings provide evidence of ancient bear cults. These cults are characterized by the ritualistic burial of bear skulls and bones. Such burials often occurred in caves, indicating sacred sites. This practice likely represents an early form of animal worship integrated with hunting rites. Venus figurines are small, ancient female figures carved from stone and ivory. These artifacts are characterized by their voluptuous forms, emphasizing female attributes. Their widespread discovery across various archaeological sites indicates a common cultural significance. The figurines suggest an ancient veneration of fertility, a key aspect of early human societies. They also symbolize the importance of womanhood within these prehistoric cultures. Some theories propose they represent an early concept of a great goddess or divine feminine. The end of the last ice age marked a significant shift in global climate patterns. Rising global temperatures led to profound environmental and societal changes. Ancient spiritual impulses, previously tied to hunting, began to evolve. These spiritual expressions adapted to new ways of life and emerging practices. A transition occurred, aligning spirituality with the advent of early agriculture. French archaeologist Jacques Cauvin proposed a broader view of the Neolithic revolution. Beyond agricultural advancements, he identified a revolution of the symbols. This revolution signified a fundamental shift in human consciousness. This profound transformation occurred around 9000 BCE. It highlights the cognitive and symbolic changes alongside material progress. Cauvin theorized a significant shift in artistic representation during a specific historical period. art began to portray divine figures with distinct human characteristics. This marked a clear departure from previous artistic conventions. Earlier, symbolism predominantly featured animal-centric imagery for divine representation. The new approach introduced anthropomorphic qualities to divine depictions. Across the Near East, two prominent symbols emerged in early religious traditions. The woman was revered as a goddess, embodying concepts of fertility and life-giving power. The bull was worshipped as a god, representing male strength and potent power. This duality of female fertility and male power profoundly influenced subsequent religious traditions for millennia. During this period, the concept of the divine underwent a significant transformation. Deities became increasingly anthropomorphic, meaning they were conceptualized in human form. This shift involved depicting gods and goddesses with human characteristics and appearances. This evolution reflected a changing relationship between humanity and the sacred. Human societies transitioned from nomadic lifestyles to settled agricultural communities. This shift fundamentally altered their relationship with the natural world. Religious beliefs became deeply intertwined with specific geographical places. Fertile fields, essential for sustenance, gained sacred significance. The cyclical rhythms of planting and harvest shaped spiritual practices and rituals. The earth itself was often revered as a sacred entity in many ancient cultures. This reverence stemmed from its role as a provider of life and sustenance. It was frequently perceived as a nurturing mother figure, symbolizing fertility and growth. The earth provided essential crops, directly sustaining human populations. Beyond life, it was also seen as the ultimate resting place for the deceased. The earth's embrace received the departed, completing the cycle of life and death. The Mediterranean islands of Malta host ancient megalithic temple complexes. These structures were constructed between 3,600 and 2,500 BCE. They are recognized as some of the world's oldest freestanding stone structures. These temples represent significant expressions of Neolithic religious practices. Ancient Maltese temples housed significant cultural artifacts. Among these were statues depicting corpulent figures. These figures are widely interpreted as goddess representations. Their form emphasized themes of fertility and abundance. These statues reflect the spiritual beliefs of the temple builders. In Central Europe, circular enclosures were constructed during the 5th millennium BCE. These ancient structures were primarily composed of wood and earth material. A key characteristic was their meticulous alignment with significant solar events. Specifically, these alignments often corresponded to solstices, marking critical points in the year. This precise orientation indicates an advanced understanding of celestial cycles by their builders. These enclosures served as evidence of early astronomical observation and calendrical knowledge. Ancient sites like Göbekli served multiple critical functions within early societies. Beyond their astronomical purpose, these locations were vital communal gathering places. They were used for precisely marking time, essential for agricultural and ritual calendars. Evidence suggests practices like human sacrifice occurred, aimed at appeasing supernatural forces. Such rituals were believed to maintain cosmic order and ensure societal well-being. These sites were complex centers of observation, community, and spiritual appeasement. The Cucuteni Tripilia culture thrived in Eastern Europe. They produced thousands of female figurines and intricate clay models. These artifacts are interpreted as shrines, reflecting a spiritual tradition. This distinct spiritual practice is evident in their extensive artistic output. Neolithic religion held a profound engagement with the concept of death. This is evidenced by the widespread presence of megalithic tombs across Western Europe. These structures served as communal burial sites for multiple generations. They emphasized the continuous presence of ancestors within the community. Newgrange, an ancient monument in Ireland, was constructed around 3,200 BCE. Its passage is precisely aligned to capture the sunrise on the winter solstice. This alignment illuminates the inner chamber, a significant architectural feat. It symbolically connects the deceased with the sun's rebirth, reflecting ancient beliefs. Scholars Ina Wun and Davina Grojnowski explore the origins of early religious expressions. They propose that these expressions arose from fundamental human needs. One such need is territoriality, a basic behavioral drive. Another factor is coping with existential fears, a universal human experience. Rituals were also utilized to resolve social conflicts within communities. These theories are viewed through the lens of behavioral biology, linking biology to religious development. Neolithic religion emerged as a natural evolutionary development, addressing new anxieties of settled life. Rituals and beliefs provided explanations for challenges like crop failure, disease, and social tension. These practices offered control mechanisms in the face of unpredictable environmental and social factors. This need for explanation and control ultimately led to the birth of the concept of gods.